One of the best things to enjoy and easiest meals to make in this wintry weather is soup. And it also happens to be National Soup Month. So we are gonna put our soup knowledge to the test. I have no idea what we're gonna do with this.
I know, I didn't know there was that much to know about soup.
Me either.
Besides, we made some soup yesterday, so we know how to do that.
I don't know, our producer Charlie is pretty creative, so we'll see what happens. All right, let's see the first question.
Okay, what is the most popular soup in the United States? Is it potato, French onion, clam chowder, or chicken noodle? You know, up until the last week, I would have said chicken noodle, but I've talked to like 4 separate people that made potato soup.
I was gonna say that too. I don't know, I'm gonna guess potato maybe?
Okay, you guess potato, I'm going with chicken noodle.
Okay. Which one was it? Oh, chicken noodle. Okay, that makes sense. But I mean, it is always the go-to when you're sick, and so we always associate it with that, and it's like really easy to make, and Campbell's. You know, I mean, like there's just so many factors here.
I feel like it's, maybe this is gonna be a trivia question, but I feel like it's the original soup.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what gets people into it, or what gets people excited about it. All right, soups are classified into 2 groups. What in the world? What are they? Broths and stocks, clear and thick, hot and cold, meat and veggie.
It has to be broths and stocks,
That's what I was thinking.
Because there are cold soups, but isn't there a term for that?
It's definitely not clear and thick, and it's definitely not hot and cold. But I'm like, meat and veggie doesn't really make sense either.
But broths and stocks are used in soups. They aren't necessarily the soups themselves.
Yeah.
Are they?
I don't even know what a stock is, really. I just know broths. I don't know.
I guess I'm gonna go A.
I will too. Let's see, what is it? Clear and what?
That was the one that I was like, there's no way that's a real thing.
I think that's fake. I think that's fake.
So wait, does that mean like, is chili a soup? Is chili a thick soup?
I guess, because
What's a stew?
Yeah, I don't know. This gets too dicey.
We're learning so much.
I know. Who knew?
Which state passed a law in 1996 that made it illegal for bar owners to sell beer unless they were brewing a pot of soup?
This is wild.
That is the weirdest law I've ever
Rhode Island, Utah, Nebraska, or South Carolina. Okay.
That's gotta be a Utah or a Nebraska thing.
You think?
Yeah, I feel like
I don't know. I feel like they could all
they're not doing that kind of
Well, I guess that's true, but Rhode Island is super tiny too, so who knows? Well, I don't know. Okay, let's go with Utah just for fun.
I'm gonna say, yeah, that was my guess.
Nebraska. Okay, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. I want to know why, though. That's really interesting, actually.
I feel like it's something about, like, if you're drinking, you have to have food, but why soup?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're drinking a beer, you're probably not wanting a bowl of soup. That doesn't really go hand in hand in my head.
We have to investigate that one further.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense. All right, the earliest evidence of making soup was in 6000 BC. What kind of soup was it? Does that say leek or leer?
It says leek.
Okay.
And that would be my guess, either leek or corn.
Hippopotamus, corn.
But did they have corn? They had corn back then. Because this doesn't say where. If it said what region, I feel like we would have a better guess.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna say corn.
Okay, I'll just agree with you. I don't know. All these kind of confuse me. Hippopotamus?
I thought that was totally a fake one.
No. I think these are all fake at this point. I'm just kidding. All right, I don't know how many we have left, but
what TV show does the pop culture catchphrase "No soup for you" originate from? That is A, Seinfeld. I know that one.
You just know it.
Okay, cool.
I've actually never seen Seinfeld.
I'm not a big Seinfeld fan. Like, I'm not a diehard like I know a lot of people are, but I watched it enough to know.
I thought about going back and watching it, I just never have, but. All right, goulash, the hearty soup from Hungary, is always seasoned with what spice? Allspice, cumin, paprika, or ginger?
I've never had a goulash.
I have, but I don't know, I'm confused. It's definitely not ginger, I don't think. I don't know, what is allspice?
I think it's a mix of other spices.
Okay.
It's all of the spices, Blake.
Well, yeah, obviously, but is there like specific? I don't know, I'm gonna say paprika, but I might be way wrong.
I'm gonna say allspice.
Okay.
Oh,
it was
you got it with paprika? Okay, cool.
Goulash is actually one of my favorite things in the world. My papa has a recipe he's made forever and ever and ever, so.
Maybe you need to make that on the show. Next time I come in, we'll make another soup.
Maybe I'll have to share it, yes.
Pho is a traditional soup made out of noodles and thinly sliced meats. From which Asian country does the pho originate?
Vietnam, South Korea, Myanmar, or Cambodia.
I'm pretty sure it's Vietnam.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool.
All right, one more. You go ahead and read this.
What is the main ingredient of borscht, a renowned Russian soup?
Broth, radish, chicken, or beetroot.
I'm pretty sure it's beetroot.
I have no idea, so I'll go with you. How did you know that?
Okay, I listened to a podcast that talked about the Borscht Belt, which is apparently a region of our country, and so they went into the history of that. And it's a beet soup that was popular in that area.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
the more you know about soup.
The more random the knowledge, apparently, the more I know it.
Well, that's the perks of listening to podcasts, though, and consuming random information. So